The way I do part of my work is I bump into things. I take notice of it and I bring out the reality. Now, because I am not into science, because I'm not into astrology, I don't know the Bible, I cannot expand other than the primary understanding that 8 and 6 will create the queen, it'll create the dog, and the reflection of that will be 24. Dog 26, the number is in the middle. 2 and 6 is 8. It is also referred to as in 20, because 0 equals 6 becomes 26. So 26 and 20, 46, which equals 1 and 1, is in reference to the cat number 24, which is on the right-hand side. Now, when I go into reference in number 20, inside of Celcius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit, Heitler, 72 is the total answer, minus the value inside, because this has to be transferred down. First you get 20 and 20 in 2 worlds, then 32 gets 1 world. And don't forget, 32 BC is the freezing point. Number 23 and 32 I did not do, and I do not want to do it yet. I'll just write it down at the end. This becomes 68. 72, 20 Celsius becomes 72. Then it's reduced by 10%, by 20%. 4, reduce this, becomes 68. 72, 68 inside of 20. 50 Fahrenheit, 50 Celsius is 122 Fahrenheit. We're going to go a little bit deeper into this. We went to 72. Now, 2 times 72 is 144. 68 and 68 is 136. 613, the laws of Moses. We double that up to 288. It becomes 272. 272 becomes the same number on the left side as on the right side. 14 is the ring to the 9 birth, and 14 to the ring is the 9 birth, creating F. F, for me, is the passage of the E-world light. It's in between. It could be the diverted light. Okay? On this side over here, 20 becomes 26. 16 and 10. How? 144, 288. 2 times 8 is 16. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 and 16 is 26. We come back to the same number. And then 6 becomes 32. 23 on this side, 32 on this side, 55. These are the exact numbers to match, which the spirit of 76 comes in, which I was just reminded by the Cleveland Cavaliers, because they are wearing yellow stripes with burgundy. And yellow stripes with burgundy is the 1 and 9 ball, which becomes 61 because it's 01 and it is a vowel. And the vowels, okay, and 69. 6 and 1 equals 7. 6 and 9 equals 15. 1 and 5 is 6. 76. The 7 ball is 7 and is a reflection of the 15 ball. 7 and 15 is 76. 1 and 9 and 7 and 15 bring the burgundy and the pull together is 76, 67, which makes 42 and 13, 55. The AT energy, and 42 is 2 times 4 and 2 plus 4, which will now create your 68. It's the only perfect 10. The other one that's a perfect AC energy is 73. That is the wing of Aleph. Okay, 86 is 14. It is the ring around. It becomes the dog queen, because that's what queen is. 8 by 6 and 8 plus 6. 8 around 6 is 14. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 is the sun ring. Let's call that the rainbow. The rainbow is the gateway. Are there any other numbers in here? There's just a ton of numbers. 77, which is the number of Christ, is 25 Celsius, the number of Jack, the Jack link to hook us up. So 86, okay, is 30 Celsius. Creation is 86, the 9 lives of the cat, the dog queen. 35 Celsius, Earth and Jupiter is 95. 95 in reflection to the light is 7 and 9 is 16 equals 7. And 5 and 2 equals 7. 7 and 5, electric company, and 7 and 5 is 10, 10 on 110 stories. 7 and 3 is 10, 5 and 5 is 10, a 10, 10 world. It's a direct link in between the light. 104 equals 164 becomes 40 Celsius. 40 becomes 46. 164 is Zion, Israel, to 1 and 1. One side and the other side, the link between the 2 sides. There was one other figure that I wanted to mention that was very prominent. I think we can pick this one up over here. The dog is over here, 26. Add 6 onto it, it is the doorway. 26 and 26 is 52. Earth man. the doorway, add 32, is 84 Pluto. Minus 20% of this is 5.2, minus the Earth heart inside of the dog. In Celsius to Fahrenheit, minus 5.2 is 788. H and H, the pillars, 88, the pillars. There was one other number in here, I'm not sure, but the other thing to say is everything in Celsius, well, okay, when it comes to the decimal point, will always be 20, 40, 60, 80. 20, 40, 60, 80. So Celsius in Fahrenheit will always say 20, 40, 60, 80. 20 is where the 9 lives of the cat hangs out. Inside of the lighthouse. Why? Because the letter P, 1 to 16, will equal 136. 613 laws of Moses, 365, and 248, in which creates the swastika. How does that create the swastika? It also creates the lemon. The number 3 is over here. The number 6 is over here. The number 5 is here, 365.47 days. I have another number, and I'm not sure where it is, that tells us about, I think it's over here. Let me take a look. 24, which is the cat, leads us into 1776. 44, 44, 44, 24 Fahrenheit is 4.444 Celsius. It seems like everything in Celsius is 222, 444, 222, 444 when we transfer it from Fahrenheit over to Celsius. 34, which is DC, which is one way makes one way, and one way is 1/4. 1.111 is 1 1/4. 1.111, 1 1/4. 34, 30, make a quarter. 24 creates 4 and 16 on the each side of the decimal. 1/4. Now I'm not really sure what we're supposed to understand in this. This makes purple. When we run into 40 Fahrenheit, it becomes the purple ball. Why? Because on one side we have 4, on the other side we have 444 equaling to 12. Here we have 4444. Now there's something in here I did not get. 5 Fahrenheit is 15. This is the letter O. O and F come together. 12 Fahrenheit equals 1.111. 2 and 3 come together. BC come together. But it's not telling me enough. It's not telling me enough. One thing I wanted to talk about in regular numbers surrounding 5, between 4 and 5. This is in low shoe. 0.5 between 4 and 5. 1.5 between 5 and 8. Between 5 and 6 is 0.5. 0.555 connecting 4 and 6. Connecting Earth heart is the O, the circle of life. 1.5 and 2 is 3.5. 5 minus 1.5 is 3.5. 3.5 and over here is 6.5 is 10. 4.5 and 5.5 is 10. 10, 10 surrounding 10, 10. 20, 20. This is low shoe. Inside of numbers, it's 135. There's 2 the difference. It's 579. There's 2 the difference. It's 567 is 1 the difference. And it's 513, which is the ace hole, which is 1 the difference. 3 to 4, 5 to 4. These are just, I'm not giving any answers. These are just equations that I use. There was one other scenario in here. I don't know where it is. 5 Celsius, okay, that connects to F because it'd be 0.5 at E. It'd be 65. You connect to 41, the sun. 5 connects to the sun. 5 is the orange ball and pool. It's also 13, connects to the 13 ball. 135 says ace, sun, which is the spirit creation of Earth, Jupiter, which obviously for me is electricity and a transfer of 5112 memory, which 5112 shows up in here somewhere, but I'm not sure where. The moon shows up here somewhere. I want to bring that one out. The moon shows up somewhere here at 304. Yes, I have it on this paper here. This number over here, 16 Celsius, okay? In order to do it, this is only one dimension. I had to multiply it, okay, by 5. I had to bring 16 into the middle. 16 is the light. I multiply it by 5. I got 80, which makes 86. Now we have our ears up. We're connected to the 9 lives of the cat. The cat flips over. If you want to use magnets or something, that flips over to the other side. 80. and 16. 5 by 16 is 80. 60.8 is the other side for the value in Celsius to Fahrenheit. 60.8 times 5 is 304. 304 becomes 364 when the 0 gets transformed. And on 16 Celsius, you transform into the 13 moons. You have 28 days by 13 right over here. 91, the gateway, ends up here. 7 by 13, one suit of cards, ends up right here at 16 Celsius. Rotation is 96. 6 times 16 is 96. Brings you to the 13 moons, 0.8. 364.8, not 365.25. You're missing 45 or 4.5 because 1 to 9 equals 45, and that's your birth. Your 365 days comes out of your light of 16 Celsius to Fahrenheit. Now, it's very hard to really understand unless you're a scientist, knowing the numbers, looking for something, not sure where to go, and then you bump into these numbers. The numbers work because when you recreate a situation or a baking situation and you bake something, you add 2 of this and 1 of this. Until you try it, you really don't know the results until the end. You have to watch it work. You need lab rats to sit down and you need to do testing. So I'm doing the testing in the numbers and I get the result through the numbers, and the actuality is only in the numbers. The other actuality is based on your perception and understanding and the results that you get if you try it. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. The same with this Chrysler sign. This is the 5-point star. Is that correct? Now watch this. I don't have to turn it upside down, right? I don't have to turn it upside down to get this point to go down here. All I have to do, you see this? The point is up on the star, right? But I want to put the point down, so I just do this. Now the point's down. Because there's a roof here, and there's a roof here, and there's a roof here, and there's a roof here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roofs. Every time you have one part of a turn, 20%. Your Celsius to Fahrenheit, 20%. There's up, there's down, there's up, there's down. See the point? Now it's the floor, and that's the roof. Now it's the roof is down on the floor, and now it's flat. It goes out to the center sides. Now it's in the center. 212121 Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I got to get myself straight. Thank you for watching.